Welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt, aka the True Prince of Pro, and today I'm here to review episode 28 of AAA TV on Fox in Mexico, aka Week 1 of Verano De Escándalo. The episode starts off this week with the AAA General Manager Rey Mysterio making his way down to the ring. He shares his appreciation for all the AAA fans, and he has some good news to share with them today. But he's interrupted by Dorian Roldan and Omos. Dorian once again blames Rey Mysterio for El Hijo del Vikingo's injury by sending him to both NXT and SmackDown, and then he also complains about how he treated Omos in the AAA Latin American Championship situation, and they threaten Rey Mysterio that if he doesn't make things right, that El Ojo is about to do things that Rey Mysterio is not going to like. Rey Mysterio does not back down, and we get a stare down between Omos and Rey Mysterio as El Ojo backs away. After that, we head backstage to Dominik Mysterio and El Grande Americano. Dominik says to El Grande Americano that they need to make sure they are on the same page tonight because Los Perros Del Mal are very dangerous. El Grande Americano asks Dom straight up, "Are you going to have my back tonight, or are you with Los Perros Del Mal?" Dominik says he's not with Los Perros Del Mal, and they have the biggest match in AAA history coming up at Triple Mania, and he's going to have El Grande Americano's back until that match. As Dominik Mysterio walks away, El Grande Americano has an encounter with original Perros Del Mal member Damien 666, who tells him to remember that few are chosen, thus implying that Dominik Mysterio might be turning his back on him and joining Los Perros Del Mal. Up next, we have a match for the AAA Mixed Tag Team Championships, as Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana defend their titles against La Hiedra and Laredo Kid. Laredo Kid shoves Mr. Iguana to start the match off, but Mr. Iguana catches him in a flash pin for a near fall. Laredo Kid slaps Mr. Iguana, and Mr. Iguana locks him in an armbar. Laredo Kid tags out, and La Hiedra and Lola Vice enter the match. Lola Vice lights up La Hiedra with some chops, and then goes for a kick, but La Hiedra catches the kick and drops her with multiple scoop slams. Lola Vice hits La Hiedra with her rapid-fire kicks. Laredo Kid enters the ring, and Lola Vice hits him with her rapid-fire kicks before Mr. Iguana enters the ring and hits Laredo Kid with La Yesca. Lola Vice then hits a running hip attack into the corner under both competitors, and then heads to the apron and hits a running seated senton onto Laredo Kid. La Hiedra then catches Lola Vice out of nowhere with a stunner to gain control of the match. Back in the ring, La Hiedra traps Lola Vice in the corner and drills her with a dropkick. La Hiedra then goes to do that again, but Lola Vice gets out of the corner and hits her with a super kick and follows it up with a back suplex and is able to make the tag to Mr. Iguana. Mr. Iguana hits Laredo Kid with an Iguana Rana and then follows it up with a springboard diving headbutt. Mr. Iguana then hits Laredo Kid with a crucifix driver for a near fall. Laredo Kid fights back with a palm strike and then follows it up with a running forearm into the corner. Then Laredo Kid scoop slams Mr. Iguana into position, goes to the top rope and hits a 450 splash for a near fall. Mr. Iguana fights back by hitting a tornado DDT and makes the tag to Lola Vice. La Hiedra then drops Lola Vice with a flatliner, and then Lola Vice fights back and hits a spinning knockout kick and goes for the cover, but Laredo Kid breaks up the pin. Mr. Iguana throws Laredo Kid out to the floor and then follows it up by hitting an Iguana Rana on the outside. Mr. Iguana is then distracted by what's happening in the ring, and Laredo Kid is able to take advantage of that and throw him into the steel steps. Laredo Kid gets on the apron and Lola Vice hits him with a spinning back fist, but La Hiedra is able to capitalize on that distraction and hits Lola Vice with a facebuster to pick up the win and become the new AAA Mixed Tag Team Champions. It's time for our weekly media blitz with the AAA General Manager Rey Mysterio. He talks about how AAA is becoming more global lately, and he receives a message from Penta saying that he'll be at the August 15th event. He then talks about how Laredo Kid competed in Madison Square Garden at Saturday night's main event against Trick Williams. He talks about AAA's appearance at Comic-Con, including the new AAA figure line that was announced, which I am very excited for. And then he runs down next week's matchups, as El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. and Galeno will be in action. we'll have the first round match of the AAA Latin American title tournament, as it'll be Mecha Wolf versus La Parca versus Lince Dorado. And in the main event, it'll be Rey Fenix defending the AAA Cruiserweight Championship against Mini Vikingo. It's main event time as we have Los Gringos Locos 2.0 reuniting tonight, as it's Dominik Mysterio and El Grande Americano taking on Los Perros Del Mal of Daga and Angel. Dominik brings the fight to Daga immediately to start out the match, but Daga gains control by pulling him down by his hair. Daga throws Dominik into the corner and drills him with a chop, but Dominik fights back with a dropkick and makes the tag to El Grande Americano. Dominik then hits Daga with a drop toe hold and allows El Grande Americano to take advantage by hitting an elbow drop. El Grande Americano stomps out Daga in the corner, but Daga rakes him in the eyes. El Grande Americano catches Daga with a hip toss and heads to the top rope, but Angel shakes the ropes, causing El Grande Americano to fall. Daga tags in Angel, and then Los Perros del Mal proceed to hit multiple splashes on El Grande Americano in the corner. Angel heads to the top rope and drills him with some mounted punches, but El Grande Americano fights back and throws him out of the corner and is able to make the tag to Dominik Mysterio. Dominik comes in like a house on fire and is drilling Angel with multiple strikes, and Angel begs for forgiveness as he's down on his knees, and as Dominik gets near him, Angel pokes him in the eye to gain control of the match. Dominik hits a sunset flip out of the corner onto Angel, but Angel rolls through, and out of nowhere, Daga dropkicks Dominik Mysterio in the back of the head. Los Perros del Mal stomp out Dominik in the corner, and Angel begins to choke Dominik in the ropes. Dominik Mysterio fights back and hits a tornado DDT onto Angel and makes the tag to El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano hits Daga with a big back body drop and heads to the top rope and hits a double blockbuster on Los Perros del Mal for a near fall. El Grande Americano tags in Dominik Mysterio, and Dominik hits the Three Amigos on Daga, but he allows El Grande Americano to come in and join on the third suplex. El Grande Americano hits a huge suplex off the top rope onto Daga, and Dominik Mysterio follows that up with a frog splash, but Angel breaks up the pin by tackling El Grande Americano into the cover. Dominik Mysterio goes to hit a 619 on Daga, but Daga stops him in his tracks with a huge lariat. El Grande Americano hits a vicious dragon screw leg whip onto Daga, and while the referee is checking on Daga, Angel accidentally knocks the referee out of the ring. Dominik Mysterio then hits Angel with the 619, and El Grande Americano hits the running headbutt, and he goes for the cover, but there's no referee to make the pin. Dominik Mysterio offers El Grande Americano the metal plate to load his mask up, but El Grande Americano straight up refuses it. That's when Bronco Nima and Berto attack from behind and powerbomb Dominik Mysterio into the ring post. Angel in the ring hits El Grande Americano with this really cool gory bomb into GTS combo for a near fall. That's when Los Americanos run down with kendo sticks to fight off Los Perros del Mal, and Bravo climbs the scaffolding by the ringside and hits an insane crossbody onto Los Perros del Mal. El Grande Americano hits Angel with an air raid crash for a near fall. That's when the Angel of Death, Carmen Petrovich, makes her presence known at ringside, which allows Bronco Nima to hit Los Americanos with a double chokeslam through the announcer's table. El Grande Americano immediately hits Bronco Nima with a suicide dive, then follows it up with a running headbutt to take him out of the match. El Grande Americano gets back in the ring, but Angel catches him with a pop-up knee strike for a near fall. Angel then hits El Grande Americano with a Liger Bomb for another near fall. Then Daga and Angel hit a German suplex dropkick combo for a third near fall, as El Grande Americano will not stay down. El Grande Americano fires back and drops Los Perros del Mal with a double clothesline, and he goes to make the tag to Dominik Mysterio, but Dominik pulls his hand away and leaves El Grande Americano to fight by himself. That's when Los Perros del Mal tear apart El Grande Americano, and they hit him with their double team move, as Angel holds El Grande Americano in a slingshot position over the knees for Daga to deliver the vicious double stomp off the top rope, and they pick up the win. That's when the episode ends with Dominik Mysterio at the top of the ramp, and he's greeted by Omos and Dorian Roldan as they shake hands, and Dominik Mysterio is now the new member of the El Ojo faction, which I definitely did not see coming. Overall, week 1 of Verano De Escándalo was a smashing success. While I was bummed that Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana lost the AAA Mixed Tag Team Championships, La Hiedra and Laredo Kid offers up the new possibility of different challenges for those titles, and it allows Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana to go on to do other things. And the main event was perfectly executed. They did a tremendous job of showcasing Los Perros Del Mal as serious threats, and I love that Dominik Mysterio abandoned El Grande Americano and didn't join Los Perros Del Mal, because I feel like that would have taken away from the group a little bit, and I really want to see Daga continue to break out as the true leader of the Los Perros Del Mal. But the surprise at the end of the episode of Dominik Mysterio joining the El Ojo faction was absolutely brilliant, and it gives the group huge credibility now that Elio del Vikingo is out with injury. And it allows Dominik Mysterio to throw a big monster like Omos in the path of El Grande Americano before Triple Mania. Personally, I think that the AAA show that is double-headering with NXT Heatwave on August 30th should be main evented by Dominik Mysterio and Omos versus El Grande Americano and Rey Mysterio, because I think that would be a huge matchup to draw attention to that event. Plus, if Dominik Mysterio stays in El Ojo long after Triple Mania and this becomes his new faction in AAA, this could lead to some interesting storylines between Dominik Mysterio and El Hijo del Vikingo when he returns, and could lead to a program which would be very interesting given the new circumstances. Thank you for watching this review, and I look forward to talking more Lucha Libre with y'all in the next video.